Howdy YouTube, I drank your milk here, and today we are going to be taking out the Soviet fun tractor, the ZIS-30. This is a lovely little bit of kit. It basically is a tractor used for towing artillery during the war, and out of pure desperation the Soviets mounted a 57mm anti-tank gun on top to try and just boost their numbers against the oncoming Germans. As you can see, there's not a lot to this tank. The crew have zero coverage. It is quite fast, and it does do a hell of a lot of damage at 57. So if we just have a look what the shells do here, we're taking out the BR-271K at 500 meters, 111 millimeters of penetration. That's a 2.3 rating. It's pretty darn effective. However, the problem you're going to have is the lack of armor. So if we just have a quick look at what we do have, what we have is nothing. The most armoured thing on this tank is the gun itself. Effective thickness 25, 37. So we do have, if we show the crew, we do have 4 crew members, 2 inside the tank, two inside the tractor, and 2 actually manning the gun. And as you can see, they don't have much cover at all, even dead on. They're slightly on show, but any slight angle, they're prone to machine gun. Let's not pretend though that the machine gun has to actually have a sight of them to see him. If anyone out there is rocking a 50, you've got 5.33mm of effective thickness on that armour. That's nothing at all. So you can't really get up close and personal with this because you'll be shredded by machine guns. You really have to kind of snipe and shoot and move and keep on going that way. Now, it's one of my favourite tanks. I'm certainly not one of my best tanks. It is just a bit fun to play, especially if you get a really good go with it. And what I love about these kind of thrown together tanks such as the ZIS-30 is a tank born purely out of desperation. In reality, this wasn't a design of people like, oh yes, this would be amazing, let's just throw a 57mm on a barely armoured tractor and send it out there and it would do great work. This was born out of the pure problem of too many German tanks, not enough Russian tanks at that point. It's before the T-34 was in great numbers, just needed effective anti-tank ability on the battlefield. Now, in War Thunder, you can actually drive this around, shoot it, and the whole thing rocks horrifically every time you do because it's such a powerful gun on such a light, small chassis. In reality, this wouldn't have been fired on the move. This would have been moved into position, and then actually you'd have had steadying arms coming out. Basically, it's almost like when you see a crane and you have those supports come out. So you wouldn't be able to move and shoot. You'd move, set up, shoot, shoot, shoot. And in reality, all of these I think were pretty much knocked out or beyond repair within quite a short space of time. But they did their job. They were effective because of that gun. But these aren't something that owe themselves to a modern tank or even a modern anti-tank killer. This is basically an anti-tank gun with a tractor, and rather than being towed by the tractor, it sits on top of it. So let's see if we can take it out and see if we have some fun. So of course we'll be taking our ZIS-30 out, and we'll be taking out the K ammunition, since that is the better penetrator. Doesn't really matter where we start here, we kind of want to be a bit further away from the action. So let's start down here and see if some of our friends can push up in front of us. What have we got? T-26. There we go. We're in the least popular spawn. That's fine. T-126, let him press ahead. Just see how open the crew are here. The other issue with this, tank is the lack of turret movement. You don't have a full turret, it's not particularly fast. So we kind of want to get to this line just before we're visible. Really want to just stick back. Because we're easy prey to anything on this battlefield. Absolutely anything can hurt us. Some armour moving across. firing a bit blind there. We saw it as I was binos. Straight through in front of our go. Now we're going to relocate because we fired a couple of rounds off there. So now we just want to move enough that we're not going to be in trouble for any of his friends. Got a number of our guys taking fire here. We've got another ZIS-30 in front of us. Binos. Okay, hit. And we just hit them. Okay, we're in trouble. We managed to get 2 hits, one unfortunately deflected under. We did do some damage, but not enough. So I was a little bit open. But 1 kill, I'm sure we'll get an assist off that shortly. So let's head back in. This time I'm definitely going to hide a bit further back. It wasn't a great position to put ourselves in. Hopes that our teammates in front of us would be the juicier targets. Something down there.
Attention to the map! We have taken the initiative!
So we just like quadrupled our armor by having a Valentine sit in front of us. A bit of cover. See what he's shooting at.
The enemy has taken the initiative.
Even with this lovely powerful gun. So I'm going to take a risk here, drive sideways onto the enemy, just to get a nice good target of us. better depression on this gun.
Repairing! Attention to the designated grid zone! Attention to the map!
It serves him right.
Attack hostile troops!
Okay, we're dead in the water, no gunner, no driver. We've done only reasonable damage to him as well. Kill assist, thank you very much. I need to get another crew member in.
The enemy is winning!
We got two, they know where we are. Shot.
Yes, a hit.
Good hit. Might some scrap metal.
It serves him right.
Only we had a loader. Straight through the front. Right, so take a risk here, putting ourselves in danger to get an extra crewman. And there we are. Fire. Didn't even see that guy in the wing.
The enemy will win!
Oh, frustrating. To be fair, he would have taken me out even with the position I was in. Yeah, he's behind. That was our first go out, wasn't a spectacular success. Let's see if we can go again. So after a pretty poor showing of 2 kills, 1 crit and 2 deaths, we are back in the ZIS-30. This time we're on the new map, Korea. Let's see if we get this more than the abandoned factory this map. So I get it very often, it's probably my 4th time. I think I've only the abandoned factory maybe once, so it seems to be a classic maps generally. So I think we're just going to sweep round and just try and get anyone who's trying to flank us. Now, as to whether they'll bother coming this way because the A point is right on the other side of the map. Just want to kind of hang out here a little bit, see if anyone does try to come down, flank, cut through the middle. Get our binos out. There's one.
It serves him right. The gun's been loaded! Loaded!
Target destroyed. Let's relocate in case he had any friends.
Ready!
However, I'm not sure we're going to relocate to, so I might just hang out for a bit longer, but just hide. So we've got a nippy little M22s pushed ahead. We do have our enemy there though.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Definitely saw the tail end of one moving back that way. Oh, a little bit more open. I want to be. Someone's taking out M22. There you are.
On target!
Back. Let's call out.
Attention to the map.
There he is. He got close.
The enemy is taking the initiative.
We're just going to slowly roll ourselves back. So we'll get into some closer fighting with one. Might be a bad idea to run away. Oh shit.
The target has been destroyed! Loaded!
So we've got one, here he is.
Next
Down.
target!
I'm sure he saw me. Alright, I'm kind of way out on my own now. Taking out a handful. Know that there's an SPAA out there as well, and he will fuck us right up. That's the beauty of the 57. It's really
Allied forces have captured a zone.
That's one we took. No, it's another one. He's waiting for us. Critted, but still moving.
Ready to fire!
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
one down. No, we got a panzer of sorts around that rock. Got no appetite at all to poke my head any further out.
Attention to the map!
There he is. Ah, horrible miss. Okay, so got it down, we're on our own. Knocked out. We had a good run. If we hadn't fucked that shot up, we might have got away with it, but we were just overpowered by an actual tank as opposed to a tractor. So we'll get back out there. So far, 4 kills, 1 of our A's.
Defend the A point!
Plenty on A. Really want to carry on like defending this wing.
Attack the A point!
Goes that Panzer III. Avenged by another ZIS-30. Brothers and girls. Comrades. Okay, and our ZIS-30 just been taken out. Might find it tougher going here. Go, 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 go. Actually, no, fucked him up quite well there.
The gun's reloaded! Next target!
A little more effort, and victory will be ours.
Friendly nearby. How about Ace? Nice. Relax a little bit more. Cheats up again this game unlike the last. So the power of this 57 really is great. But as you saw, when I got taken out by Panzer III, right on me, machine guns, pushing me back, just slowly killing off my crew.
Attention to the map! Repairing! Attention to the map!
Kind of winning this. This is where this tank does come into its own. It is a bit of a flank and spank. It's only when you get up close and personal, like we did with that Panzer III, do we really kind of start to suffer. Cool, we've got M3 with us as well now, so he will help protect us. Even if he doesn't actually kill anyone, he will act as an early warning system, or we will for him. Either way, teamwork.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
So, I don't know if anyone else is going to bother coming this way now. And they've really got to push on A because they are losing, and they are pushing A.
Destroy hostile base. Defend the B point. Defend the A point.
Let's just move ourselves out. Let's leave the M3 here.
Defend the base.
Let's see if we can't go up and help. Or we'll get shot on our travels there. Burning bits of our armour around. It could go either way. So we've got two guys there, possibly better still capturing. So now we're moving into the centre. We're going to start having to be really cautious. Because I suspect we're going to come barrel to barrel with an enemy. And this is a nice bit of cover. No movement, no movement, no movement. No. This way though.
And victory will be ours.
So we're going to kind of curl around and get onto it as opposed to going straight towards it, trying to bypass the enemy lines. Can't beat up some friendlies, that's M16 who's way ahead actually.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Nearly. So we definitely need some fire support on A. Kind of going a bit to the unknown now.
Somebody, cover me! Allied forces have captured a zone. Thank you.
Yeah, not really sure I want to go across that water. Shallower on other tanks. And this thing doesn't like complete perfect halt when he's in a puddle.
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
So it's pretty much in the bag. Dead, isn't it? Yeah. Only we had a machine gun on this. Yeah, well not actually was a machine gun, rather just looked like a machine gun. Around, hey guys. Mission there we go, so that was a better game. 1 loss, 5 kills, 1 assist. We'll take that. We will definitely take that. So yeah, we slowed off towards the end there as obviously they stopped trying to take the flank we were guarding, and we moved towards the middle and didn't really see anyone apart from 1 dead tank, which we managed to penetrate with our fantastic 57mm. So you can see there, 5 kills, 1 assist, 1 death. Not an awful game. I'll take that any day of the week.